Ginny Moore is an accomplished artist in several different fields. She is a retired teacher of method painting who chooses acrylic paint, Asher preferred medium. She has studied with various well-known artists who also use method painting as their style. She has attended many art conferences all over the US and Canada, and she has also been a teacher at some of these events. She now focuses her artistic energies into sketching. She owns and operates a very successful sketching business entitled Pencil, People, and Pets. She is enjoying the new and stimulating technique of pour painting as a fun and creative hobby.
Hi everyone, Ginny here. We're in the Rayplex workroom today and we're going to create some magic. We are going to convert this tabletop made of wood into a gorgeous piece of stone. And in order to do this, we're going to use these products right here. Every one of these products is in a kit proportionate to the size of the project you're going to be doing. It will include everything you need. The gloves, the stir sticks, the containers to put it in, your pigment, your epoxy, and a little bit of nail polish remover, just in case we have a bit of an accident. Okay, so that's it. All of this is available on the Rayplex website, so go and happy shopping. And we will show you how to take these and turn them into an incredible piece of stone. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Are you ready? All right, let's begin. We have everything ready, gloves on, sleeves pulled up, because I really want to protect my clothing as well. So we have smaller containers here, and we have our epoxy all mixed right here. And in a moment, I'll show you how to mix it. The one that we're going to do right now is called a dirty pour. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? So what is going to happen is I will mix these three colors. I will mix the bling as well, but we won't be putting the bling into the dirty pour. Once I have these all done, I will layer the colors, I'll show you, into here. A little tidbit that I have learned from experimenting with all of this: if you want a lighter colored pour when you're doing a dirty pour, make sure that the very first colors you put in are your light colors, because when they come out, the lights are going to be on the top. If you want a darker pour, put your darker colors in first. That way you get to control the product and the finished look that you want. So what we're going to do, this is my finished bin to put it into. I'm going to put my glasses on first, and then I'm going to pour this medium in about 3/4 of the way into each container so that I know I have ample for us to do the pour. There. So now I will take my white pigment here. Now we'll add. So as you can see, I'm adding a fair amount of pigment. Our yellow. Now we add our bling. This is the fun part. We get to add the sparkle. So I have mixed it also with the epoxy so that we can just pour it. I'd like a lighter pour. So I'm going to take my white and I'm going to pour it in the bottom. I'm going to add some yellow. You'll get a close-up version of this in a bit. So I'm just adding it in a spiral motion in there. It's not a solid glob. Pour slowly into it. If you pour fast, it creates too much pressure and your color just sinks to the bottom, which is what we're trying to avoid. So now I've added some black. I'm going to put in some more white and just drizzle. Have fun. Now some more black. More yellow. There's what we're looking like in here. Beautiful patterns forming in there. Ooh, this looks good. All right, we are ready to do the pour. Here is what I have for. So to do a dirty pour, I'm going to take my tabletop. I'm going to set this here. I'm going to invert my tabletop and put it on there. And now I'm going to, hopefully, lift this all up like this and invert it like this. Sorry, was this a little tricky for me to get a grasp on it? Now I'm going to slowly pull this up and watch the magic that occurs as we do this. Just look at the colors that come out of this. Now, because I have a smaller surface, I can maneuver my paint. I can pull it down. I want it to drip over the edge. Now you can see how the light is starting to come out now, where it hasn't quite dripped in. Touch these up so that I know they're covered, and continue with my pour. And I'm going to pull a little bit over here, bringing some down here. Now this will continue to move as it sits here and dries because the fluidity is still in it, and do its own thing. And how, maybe down and in here, could use just a little bit of a punch. Right, so now, my trusty little stick, I'm going to go in here with it, and I'll pull this hole into like a vein mark. So that it doesn't look like it's just poured on top. It belongs to a piece of rock. It's part of it. It's embedded right into it. I see a gorgeous spot. So to just pour a bit more, right there. Now, as you touch with this stick, underneath this layer are other colors. So if I wanted to, I can go in and move my upper layer and pull in some of the dark so that it isn't just all light. And then let's take a little bit right here. So there we have it. Our beautiful, beautiful stone tabletop. So now we just let it dry. When it's completely dry, it's ready to use. Thank you. This time we're going to do a spiral pour, which means I'm going to pour my mix in a spiral. Try to leave space in between each little turn of the spiral, okay? So I'm going to start in the middle and pour and bring it out. This is all going to move on its own. And now we just help it move by rotating it. Each time you do a pour, even though you're using the same colors, the same technique as you did before, you're going to end up with a different pour, simply because of the way the paint decides it's going to move. It seems to be in control of everything. So now we're bringing it down so that it comes down and over the edges. And I can take my trusty stir stick and help it come down. Just checking to see if I have everything covered. Let's pour some bling into this baby. So let's start here and come down here and over. That's it. This is the results of our spiral pour. We have a coat of epoxy on here, which allows for me to pour, and my medium will pour and move gracefully on its own. I'm starting with black. This piece, I would like to have a lot of black in it. So when I do a controlled pour, I have each color in its own container, and I start to pour it after I put my glasses on, and I start to pour it wherever I would like on here. Now remember, I want lots of black in this particular piece. So now I'm going to move my black around like this. I'm sorry, you can't, I can do it this way, and you can see that I'm moving my black around. Now I'm going to add some yellow. I'm going to drizzle it through my black. I'm going to put some over here. Put a little bit in this corner over here. Drizzle it into my black and put some up here. And my third color I'm going to use is white. We'll fill in spaces with white. And now I have enough black left that I can pour my black on top of everything. And now we maneuver it. It's a very bright, bold one, this one. So again, I'll just take my stick and go in and move it so that it too isn't just a straight line. At some spots there's some paint showing through, and then in other spots, there. This is a controlled pour. I manipulated where the colors went, and how they moved. And then I just took and filled in the edges. Gives you a more of a marble look than an actual stone look. Black, yellow, and white. Thank you so very much for joining us, and we'll see you again.
The products used in making these epoxy plaques are available on our website, rayplex.ca. Check out our YouTube channel for more interesting ideas and techniques. Hope you've enjoyed this video, so please subscribe. If you have any comments about this video or would like to suggest topics for future videos, drop us a line at www.fiberglass.com.